Welcome Galactic family. The base field is changing in intensity now. You can see it reflected in the general madness in the world, with some leaders being challenged by events beyond their control. Of course it is played in the microcosm the only way your consciousness can cope, threats and intimidation tactics in the playground by the bad boys. The ego does this when it feels the loss of power, when identity is challenged. To me, this is just noise and foam, triggered by great waves of energy, which are now spreading in the higher dimensional flow of Gaia. It is vitally important that we not be blinded by the drama, distracted by the obvious blindness. We should look throughwards, laughs and spasms. We must see what we are not, and tune into what we really are. Mother Earth is saved. Many people in the spiritual line still speak of saving Mother Earth, that we must apply our energies to heal this great divine soul. I tell you, she's already saved. It has already entered an irreversible line of events, which will see the three-dimensional dimension of the distorted density, and its magnificent upper US triggered, with all its renewed splendor. And there's nothing, no one, not even a geoengineering organization, that is capable of doing something to stop it. Although it is incomprehensible to think that a stellar soul of billions of years would depend on the hand of mankind, or that it is controlled by mankind when it is close to mere nanoseconds of change on the large scale of cosmic time. However, there is some degree of truth in the misconception. Gaia is holding the space so that the maximum of souls will be disconnected from the low density, so that the change can be as gentle and comprehensive as possible. Here is a perspective on moving from the third to the fifth dimension of the Earth. Do not distract your true source. What is important now is to recognize the intensity of energy, the speed it has attained, reflected in the insecurity shown by the controllers of society, to progressively allow energy to lead us internally to break the boundaries of the old consciousness, the ties of anchoring, so that our own soul to be adrift, in the rising tide of a stream of realignment. So what about the machinations and machismo shown by world leadership? In what is this part of the great change? Anything. Anything. Zip, eclair zip. The only thing you can really do is distract, make drama and make the spectacle noisy, so that you stop looking at your interior, where the truth lies. And this will always be a choice, your choice. Your consciousness, your soul, cannot be boxed and controlled by anyone unless you allow it to happen. Remember, the great change is internal, determined only by you. Forging the soul. This is not to say that internal change is not reflected in the outside world, of course it is reflected. And it is in the interaction of this apparent reality that we can decide who we are and therefore forge our soul. So it's not about getting out of the theater, it's about playing your part, but instead of creating a soap opera drama, what a great masterpiece you can manifest. Who are you? How big can you really become? What is your soul really wanting to express? At this moment all possibilities are open, all landscapes are taking shape so that you can forge who you truly are, in this great spectacle that unfolds in front of and around us. Beware of the machinations of dark powers that are getting bolder. But do not be afraid of this. As spiritual people, we know very well that those who try to control are only being captured in ever-growing charms. So do not be blinded by the drama, do not be fooled into believing that it is more important than it really is. Above all, whatever the fake rocket-sized banners are, they try to deceive, do not distract from the only true source of authentic creation, your very being, at its core. Rapid change for a higher dimensional consciousness. However, This does not mean that you should disconnect from the outside world. How decisive should you do this? Do not remain intimately engaged until the end? Does not the gazelle give all of herself until the moment the physique is truly lost? This is where the maximum gain to be obtained is. For millions of years, change on our planet has been relatively smooth and progressive, and there have been only occasional large shifts, 5 mass extinctions to be precise. Now your eyes will witness one of the greatest possible transitions, the rapid shift to a higher dimensional consciousness. The mirrors will grow stronger as the old reality fades. Here is the opportunity, the potential for rapid spiritual growth within. Surrender. Let go of the flow of strengthening evolutionary change. Your soul will speak louder and louder until the primitive cry becomes undeniable. Go with it. Express yourself in it. Free him. This will become the most miraculous change of your existence, in loving support,